I'm trying to clean my truck out here. I got to take it in for some work tomorrow, and I got sprinkled on a little bit, which I guess that's good, huh?
Yeah, we've been waiting quite a while for that sprinkle, though. I'm looking at my weather station here, and I guess we got a little bit over a quarter of an inch, so it's welcome.
Yeah, roger on that. Yeah, 2 mornings ago we had 4/10 of an inch overnight, and then this morning I got just 1/10. So we've had about a half-inch rain so far this year on the storm. Over.
Yeah, roger that. Well, it's amazing how much that temperature raised up with that rain. So we'll see how long it lasts and enjoy it while we got it.
Yeah, I had a coat on working on my truck, and I was kind of overheating there. So, yep, it's not real cold. Over.
Yeah, roger. Okie dokie. Well, heard you in there and came out to the shack here and was on the confuser, so had to give you a shout and let you know that all present.
Roger. Thanks for that. Hey, you got your little portable heater with you? It's not too bad out there tonight, huh?
He likes it when the weather's nice. He comes out, but boy, if it drops down, he kind of disappears on me.
Yeah, do you have a wood burning stove in the house or something? Maybe he's over by that.
No, that's one of those things I fought. I had a fireplace when we lived here in Clovis before, and since leaving and coming back, the burn restrictions on wood is so horrible. When we did this house, Laura said, "You want a fireplace?" I said, "I don't want to fight with these people, so it's just not worth it."
Yep, roger on that. When we lived in town there just east of Woodward Park, we had a fireplace, and I put a wood stove inside it there so I could meet there some of the EPA things, and you still had to watch what they say to can and can't burn. So, and there's more and more days where you can't anymore. Over.
Yeah, roger that. So, yeah, it's a shame, and PG&E is awful proud of their natural gas, boy. I tell you, it's just gone through the roof this year.
Yep, I hear you on that. I think propane's following suit, too. I had one of the most expensive bills for propane fill-up this time.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that. Oh, boy. Well, what can we do? You've got to have it, and you just have to bite the bullet and hope for the best.
Yep, or do a wood-burning stove up in the foothills where they don't have the restrictions. So that's what we primarily heat our house with. Over.
Yeah, roger. Lucky you. Boy, I tell you. Well, anyhow, I'll be standing by, and good to hear you. And when are you going to pull that plug permanently so we can play more?
Yeah. I've been kind of thinking maybe on my 37th anniversary of February 2nd, maybe I might do something there. I got to talk to my boss, see what he says. I'll probably still consult with him because they just haven't been able to find anybody to do the electrical design that I do, the underground and all the building connections and stuff there. Over.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah.
Anyway, good to hear you there, Kerry. KC5DTU, KM6SR. We'll be standing by for the net.
Okay, well, my radio just blinked on me. I don't know what happened.
Uh-oh, yeah, I thought it sounded a little abrupt, but never know.
Okay, Rob, we'll be standing by. KC5DTU.
Alrighty, we are live on YouTube, and I just had to make a couple adjustments to the spectrum scope, but everything's looking good. K6USY.
All right, great. Thanks, Aaron. KM6SR.
Hello. Hello. K6MYC getting ready for Bozo Net. Who's out there?
K6USY 1079.
There you are. Yeah, I got a little bit too much of my own voice in here. I don't know what changed. I didn't even been in here since then, but it's not terrible, but I got more than I need.
KE6 VON 1040.
KC5 DTU 712.
Okay, guys, we are live streaming from my QTH tonight. Aaron did a Superman job and got everything running here, so you might want to turn on your computers and listen to your own voice. It's about 4.5 to 5 seconds behind me here.
KM6 SRR 432.
And 61H 195.
Check in for a change here. That's about it. We do have rain. It's raining down here. It's raining pretty good right at the moment there, Mike.
Was that somebody talking to me? K6MYC, were you talking to me?
Yes, I'm looking out the window. It's raining pretty good right at the moment.
Who was just talking, please? K6MYC.
It rains till early morning hours, you know. We're getting it now. So.
I guess that's somebody in L.A.
But you got to get aluminum patio cover those aluminum beams.
So I turned the monitor down a little bit, Mike. Let me know if I need to make some further adjustments.
Okay, yeah, it could go down a little bit more yet.
Gauge that it's raining good. But anyhow, yeah. I hope everything's going good over there and Pat sounding good. But I did hear his transmission. He had a signal with no audio there for a split second, and then he came back in. Yeah, okay, so I'll get out of here. You guys have a Merry, I'll probably talk to you tomorrow. Have a Merry Christmas. WA6TED, window number 2.
WA6TED, K6MYC, over. That was almost San Diego, guys. Anyway, let's see, K6USY, I've got, let's see, KC5DTU. Let me get you written in here, Kerry. Still too much mono, Aaron.
Yeah, I'm watching it and pulling it down right now.
KE6VON. Adam, give me, I should remember it, 1080, is that your number?
1040, 1040.
Oh, 1040, not 1080, but 1040. I got to cut you in half there, huh?
Affirm.
Kilo 6 Victor Bravo Golf, 971.
Okay. Let's see. I hear you, Rob, K432, KM6SRR. Yeah, you're not getting any change to my ears here, Aaron, by the way. It's just as loud as when I started here. It's okay, but it's way louder than it needs to be.
Hey, I'll get out of here too. Bozo number 10.
Bozo number 10. Hey, Ted. K6MYC, Bozo 47.
That's one of those loops that I made a long time ago.
He can't hear me. He's talking to the locals down there.
Now, if you stack those things, it'll talk.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like he's pointed up this way, over.
Yeah, he's up here. He's loud.
Did you get me, Mike?
Yeah, just a minute.
Yeah, give it a try.
Good evening, Dave. K6VBG, KM6SRR.
Why, good evening, Rob. Hope your holiday season is looking up. I'll get out of here. Have a good.
Yep, it's moving on. This band's good. I get to hear you on this one, over.
Roger. Yeah. We're getting ready to have everybody come out from Arizona.
How many people total are you going to have?
6.
Okay, K6BBG, K6MYC. You say you're looking at it, Aaron, but you're not seeing. You think you're turning it down, but it's not changing here. Let me just talk to Aaron for a second, guys. K6USY. K. Go now. You got it.
Yeah, it's touchy. It's interesting. So if it's too much in your hearing aids, you might just need to turn the volume down on the rig a little bit. But then don't want it to go down too far, because then you won't be able to hear everybody on the band.
Okay. Now right now it's fine. I heard it be touchy though. All of a sudden, now it's popped back up again. So I don't know why it's doing that. It seems to keep coming back up.
W6BBS 72.
Compression, I don't know. We'll have to play with it.
Yeah. Okay. Good evening, Frank. W6BBS. Live streaming from here. Go ahead.
Oh, very good, very good. I might just have to turn it on and investigate for a minute. Although I hear you always, and I hear a very good portion of what you hear, so at least somewhat. So anyways, I will check it out. And K6USY, thank you for all your work in helping out with the net like this. Over.
Oh, very good, Frank. Yeah, it was fun getting it going, and now you and Mike get to figure out how to run a Cat 6 cable over to the barn.
Yeah, that's all we have to do, Frank. That's the last of it. Just run the cable from the barn up to the router. And I've got it figured out how to do it. We just have to go through the motions. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Got you covered there. Brain already working on it. And I kind of figured you did, because you've run stuff across there before. So we'll get her taken care of.
Well, no, I haven't run anything up here. But anyway, I've got it. If we take the corner post of the chicken barn, the northeast corner post of the chicken barn, and attach a mast onto that, it's about 15 feet high, then we can come out the top of the barn and over there, and then over to the corner of the house and around the corner and into the router. It's about 100 feet, maybe a little more.
Yeah, Roger. I kind of had something along. I kind of figured you had something in your brain along those lines. I thought you had one run out there once before across there. Over.
Well, it was just I had a piece of Cat 5 laying on the fence when we had a fence there. I just was parking it there. I wasn't running anywhere. Okay. So I need just some feedback, guys. Let's see. N6BYH. I did hear you, Mike. N6BYH, right?
Yes. Got you a good signal, but I'm getting so much noise from Central Valley.
Yeah, N6BYH 195.
Okay, let me get you in here now. Hang on just a second, guys. What I'm going to try and do. Is get a hold of the guys in L.A. here. But I got to swing the antenna back and forth for as long as Pat's talking long enough, I can get a peek on him. If you guys are listening to the streaming, you'll hear LA stations. Hang on. W6PMD, any copy of Pat, K6MYC?
West, but the leaky one, I tried it out and sealed it up pretty good, so I think it's good to go. But, yeah, we got you in there. There's no Sunday night net for the next 2 Sundays. No Sunday net, Roger.
Here from up north.
All right, thanks, Gordon. Thanks for the heads up. We'll catch you in a couple of weeks.
W6PMD, K6MYC.
K6MYC, any copy on W6PMD?
Yeah, absolutely. We've been trying to get you guys. We're hearing you very well tonight. And you're being live streamed for my QTH. So if you want to look at the Bozo live streaming up here, it's on the air. And you're being heard up in this area. W6PMD 58, K6MYC, Bozo 47.
Controllers here had a retirement, so we're down to two of us and Mike. Mike's here for every net, but we're still looking for more net controllers down this direction, so we kind of got our hands full here for a while. Let me see if I can find that email, and we'll look that up, and I'll put it out over the internet.
What email is that?
I got an email from, I think it was Ralph that forwarded it on. He sent it up to the IE group. I'm just trying to find it here from, oh man, where the heck did it go? Hang on one second. Yeah, Aaron Luck, K6, what is the, K6USY, is that the fellow?
Yes, but that's old news, let me tell you. Just go to the bozonet.com, bozonets.com. Go bozonets.com and scroll down. And where does it appear? Right after the preamble and after the times for the nets. There's a place to click on, and that'll give you live streaming. Over.
Copy that. Okay, yeah, I just found it. Okay, yeah, I didn't know you put that on the website. Cool deal. All right, I'll tell everybody to watch it, and that's perfect.
Yep. That's where it is. You can also get it on YouTube, Bozo Net, and then search down, and you should find it there on that on YouTube also.
Yep, copy. I got it on there right now, and yep, sounding good. I can hear myself, so the signal must be getting through. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. Anybody else up there want to check in here down south? W6PMD, Bozo 58.
Good evening, Pat. W6PMD, KM6SR, Bozo 432, over.
Copy there, Rob. Yeah, it's in there, man. You got a good strong signal. Right about S5, S7. In the rain, you guys get plenty of wet stuff.
Just a little bit of rain there, not much.
Well, same here. Enough to get the whistle wet. That's about it so far. So we're going to fire our weatherman.
So, Roger, I got about a half inch here over a couple of nights, over.
Okay, tell Ralph to turn up this way, and then he can listen to himself. Over. Somebody's talking there. I don't know who it is. Anyway, Pat, I'll say 73.
Comment.
Roger. Yep, definitely be on 432 tomorrow evening. And thanks for checking in. I appreciate it, Ralph.
Okay, stand by. Listen up. Go ahead, Frank.
Okay, yeah, I was just checking things out and back and forth and the timing and all that. And Aaron, kudos, it's working beautifully. There's a 7-second delay thereabouts right now, but everybody was coming across perfectly, Mike. Your audio is great. The station we're receiving was great. It is, at this moment, appears to be a job well done by K6USY. That's it from me, Mike, W6BBS.
Okay, very good. Thanks, Frank. Yeah, I'm using the moon bounce array tonight, so I'm hearing perhaps the LA guys better than normal, but you never know. Anyway, let's see if we can continue here. Let me get Mike. You must have turned the antenna N6BYH. You got way down on the last transmission. Take another one, and then we'll pass it around the group and see if we can pick up a few more. and then we'll see if KB6RQU is down there. 6BYH, K6MYC, go ahead. Okay, he must be in the background. Let's see, KB6RQU, Lake Isabella, K6MYC.
KB6RQU, good evening, old Bozo 61. I thought I heard someone trying to check him. I didn't sure I got his Bozo number right, 195. Who's that? Over.
Yeah, that's N6BYH, but he must be turned down your way. Over.
Oh yeah, I heard him twice there, and I was trying to see maybe I can get back to him between you guys, but I didn't make it. Over.
Well, I'm trying to get him back in here, and I was wondering why he was so weak. Normally he's stronger than that. N6BYH, Mike, are you still here?
Yeah, Roger. I'm watching the net, or the stream, and it's nice to be in the same room with you for once.
Yeah, okay. Well, KB6RQU wants to say hello to you, so aim toward Lake Isabella out near Bakersfield there and give him a call. Over.
Yeah, I hear you, Rick. WB6RQU and 6BYH. Hello.
Yeah, N6BYH. Good evening. Good to hear your Bozo number in there. Glad to be able to talk to you here. I don't get to talk to many people here, being the bad place that I'm stuck in. Over.
Yeah, normally it's a tough rule for me to hoe because I've got a tree in the way. But in the last 2 weeks, all the leaves fall off, and you're about a 10 over 9.
Oh my goodness, we just let those leaves get in the way, don't we?
Yep, it's coming down. Good to hear you, Rick. WB6RQU and 6BYH. Or KB6RQU, right?
Yeah, KB6RQU. Very good, Mike. 73.
Okay, good contact. And let's see if Ben is in there. N6SWR. Ben, are you here this evening? K6MYC in the Bozo Net. Over. Oh my goodness, no Ben tonight. Maybe he'll show up before we're done here. Okay, how about Alpha 6 Sugar or WA6AAJ? Are you guys here tonight?
I'm here, Able 6 Sugar, and hello to Mike there, BYH type.
Hey, hello, Bill.
Howdy, you're loud and clear here in Visalia.
Yeah, it's amazing when you get obstructions out of the way, isn't it?
Yeah, Roger.
Okay. So is anybody have any questions about the live streaming? We just got it on the air today from this QTH, so you should be hearing yourselves. If I'm hearing you, you're hearing it. If you got it on the right place on the internet there. Anybody need any help with that before we carry on? Over. I guess everybody's going good, Aaron. Okay, let's see. KE6VON, I didn't get much of a transmission from you yet. You did check in. Are you still there, Adam? No, they come and they go, don't they? Okay. Good evening to you, Bill. We're live streaming. Have you been able to figure out how to get it on your computer there, Bill?
Not really. I haven't tried. I lent my computer, the one I have here in the in my ham room, to my number 2 son. They needed to use it. I could try one of the other ones in the house. I got a couple more, but it's in the other room. Makes it kind of inconvenient. Go ahead.
Yes, okay. Well, you might want to get it hooked up and running. Aaron, do you want to tell Bill what he has to do to get it? If you just can log in on one of your browsers and get bozonets.com, log into bozonets.com, the the website, and then scroll down past where the times and the dates are for the logs, for the nets, I should say. It's just beyond that, I believe, but I can't see it, so I can't describe it. But you might try that. Aaron, can you fill him in on that a little bit?
Yeah, good evening, Bill, K6USY. It's on the BozoNets.com website right above the schedules. There's a link to YouTube, and that takes you directly to the channel on YouTube, and then you click on the Bozo the Clown where it says live and today's date.
Okay, how do you spell, is it Bozo Nets, or how's it spelled exactly?
Yes, BOZONETS. You must have the Bozo Nets, plural.
BozoNets.com, which is the website where we list all the Bozo numbers of everybody, and there's a link to YouTube right above the schedule.
Yeah, I'll see if I can bring it up, or I'll get the daughter to do it in the other room there. Sounds good. I'll get my computer back here in another couple of weeks, so and then we'll see what happens here. Back to you there, Mikey there, K6MYCA6S, over.
Okay, somebody checked in or said something underneath you. Who was that? Who was the breaker? Please identify and check in, please, K6MYC. Somebody made a comment between Aaron and Bill there. Go ahead again, please. Okay, I guess you're going to be shy. Maybe it was whatever the comment was, it got swamped out because you were covered by a lot of other stronger people. All right, let's see. Let's see. It's about time to go over and get W6QUI. Let me just check one more time for any other people checking in the San Joaquin Valley area here. K6MYC in the Bozo Net. Okay, we're missing some coarse gold people. Or Oakhurst people, coarse gold, I guess. WB6JNP is missing. KM6HK. KG6 Charlie Echo Fox. Did I hear you in here yet, Darren? You're sounding good, Dave. K6BBG. Did you just get in the shack, or did you have to leave, or are you going to be able to stay with us tonight, Dave? Over. Am I still on the right frequency?
Roger.
Yeah, you are, but I don't hear Dave.
Roger, Mike. I don't hear Dave either. KM6SR.
Okay.
Hi, Rob, A6S.
There he is. He's in there. He must have been standing outside feeling how heavy rain was. Make a transmission, Dave. K6 Victor Bravo Golf, K6MYC. Go ahead, Dave.
Dave.
Okay, hold on just a second, guys. Hey, I turn this down. I've got sound coming from two different directions here. All right, yeah, I'm hearing you online there, Mike. I just pulled that up, take a look at it, and I don't know, I'm not seeing anything that I'm not hearing, so that's a good thing, I guess. I'm sure there's a lot when you point down south.
What do you mean you're not seeing what you're not hearing? I didn't understand that comment.
I said I'm hearing just about everything I'm seeing come across on your scope. That's what I'm saying.
Well, if you're hearing anything, you're hearing what I'm hearing, because we're doing it from my QTH tonight. Over.
I understand that. I was just saying, I'm receiving almost everything that you're hearing. I'm hearing it on my radio also, so I guess I'm not that weak.
Oh, I got you. In other words, you can hear it without having to watch for the stream. I got you now. Now it made sense. Okay. Very good. Good evening anyway. And is there anybody else to check in here before we go over and get a Tascadero? Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie in the Bozo Net. Over.
Yeah, I wanted to return the shout out to Bill there, AA6S, KM6SR. Good evening, Bill.
Yeah, good evening there, Rob. You're loud like always down here. KM6SRR, AA6S. I guess I turn my antenna towards a Tesk, your Darrow there, and see if he's there.
I'm going to have to turn the other way for him because this moon bounce array doesn't hear him. So I'm going to go up to about 100 degrees or 90 degrees, and I should be able to pick him up. So when you get him, have him make a long enough transmission for me to find him there, Bill. Over.
Okay. Sounds good, and probably Dave can do the same thing. I'm sure he'll hear him too. Okay, here goes the antenna. W6QUI, 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 AA6S, Able 6 Sugar. You around tonight, Ron? Go ahead.
Is he there?
Eric, not hearing anything yet.
Okay, why don't you call for Eric, see if you can hear Eric, KN6 Echo India Victor.
Yeah,
he's talking, Mike. Stand by.
KN6EIV, you around tonight, Eric, number 1044, AA6S, over.
Apparently you're not hearing Ron. He's being heard by Frank. Go ahead, Frank.
They're talking to each other, Mike. Stand by.
Who is? Can you hear him, Bill?
No, don't hear a thing.
Frank's hearing them for some reason, and they're talking to each other. Apparently, Ron's talking to Eric, over.
Eric is calling AA6S.
You sure you're pointed right, Bill?
240 degrees where I always point it.
Okay, he took a fade now, but he was talking to somebody. I thought it was you, Bill, and then he just called you just right before I said that, and now he's appearing to take a fade. Eric, can you hear me? W6BBS, over. Yeah, he just called you, Mike.
Why doesn't he answer you?
I can't rotate the antenna. It's pointed the wrong direction.
You're running power. He should be able to hear you. So what's going on?
Apparently, nobody's talking to Eric now. I guess nobody can hear him. No, I guess he's not hearing anybody, Mike. It's a bit confusing. There was 2 or 3 guys talking. I thought he was working Bill, but then apparently not. So, and I don't hear anything now. Over.
Let me give it a try. I was hearing him earlier there too. KN6EIV, KN6EIV, KM6SR, and the Bozo group. Over, over.
Over, Rob. He answered you.
Yeah, I just barely was hearing him. I was trying to peek on him, but he kind of quit quick.
Eric, if you copy me, long transmission so Rob can peek on you, over. Over, Rob.
Yeah, I heard him say over. Yeah, I think I got you as good as I can, Eric. KN6EIV, KM6SR, and the rest of the Bozo group there. If you give a long transmission, Mike is going to try to get a good bounce off the Sierras. Is Ron in there tonight? Over. Okay, I think I heard you say Ron's not there. You're right at the edge of my noise level tonight. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Ron's not there tonight.
Yeah, you came way up there. That was a good move. Over. Roger, he's turned there right now. If you give a longer transmission, I'll tell Mike to try to search for you off the Sierras there. That's the best way to hear you. He's on the EME tonight, and that doesn't hear direct line path very well. Over.
KN6EIV. I've got you very light, 3x1, 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 pointing at 30 degrees. 30 degrees, Eric, 30 degrees, 3x1, 3x1. Thanks for checking in. KN6EIV 1044, K6MYC, over. Very light. Go ahead and finish up with him, Eric, Rob, and I'll turn back around.
Okay, Eric. Yeah, Mike got you, and he's turning back around now. Thanks for being in there. KN6EIV, KM6SRR. You're down a bit now. I don't know if you adjusted your antenna or not, but I don't know if you heard, we're live streaming, so if you go to our Bozo website, there's a URL link on there just above all the times of the nets, and you can listen to it live so you can hear what Mike's hearing on the stream. Over. Okay, Eric, I heard a little bit, and then you kind of gone down to the noise now. We'll say 73 East, KN6EIV, KM6SR with the Bozo Net. Over.
Yeah, he said he would go there again, Rob. Okay, he signed off.
Well, when he said he would go there again, what does he mean?
He was going to the Bozo Net page like Rob just directed him.
Oh, okay. I got it. Okay. Well, by the way, when you guys are hearing my audio here, when it's clicking, click, that means I'm rotating. When there's nobody in there talking and I'm rotating it, you'll hear the rotator because I'm pulsing it to go slow. And so it makes pulsing noises. You'll hear that. That's what that is. Click. That's coming through when I'm rotating. So that'll give you an indicator that I'm moving the antenna. Now I'm pointing at 270. I got to back it up just a little bit to go to 265.
Yeah, I was wondering what that sound was, Mike. K6USY.
Yeah, well, here we are over toward Scott. WA6 London, India Echo, WA6 LIE, and perhaps W6 Toasted Peanut Butter, W6 TBP, K6MYC. Either one of you guys hear us this evening? Over.
If you're not hearing anybody, I want to ask Aaron a question.
I don't hear anybody. Go ahead.
K6USY, W6BBS.
Yes, sir. K6USY.
If I'm not mistaken, you are using TeamViewer to remote access the machine that's serving up the live stream. Over.
No.
No, I ended up using Chrome Remote Desktop because I had to set up a Google account for the YouTube page anyways. I figured instead of having to make a TeamViewer account, I would just use Google's solution.
Okay, for me to access that, I would have to have a Google account?
No, I would just give you the username and password of the Bozo Net account that I created, and then I can walk you through on how to get in there. Because, eventually it will be nice to have a secondary person. So at some point we'll have to coordinate a time to work on getting you access to it. But because it's a dedicated account just for this, I can just give you the password to the account.
Yeah, okay, very good, very good. I don't know if Mike mentioned it to you, but we were going to do one other thing on that computer, which would be when the net wasn't running and this wasn't running, have it's just a web page that he would be logged into that we can have his battery display on, because that is actually a web page, so that and I put it in there and I expand it way up so he can see it. He can track his battery storage on his solar, and then if I had access, I could have that up when needed, and like you said, I could back you up when you're not around and start the net and whatnot. Over.
Okay. Well,
226 checking in.
Remote access.
We hear you. Stand by.
Computer, and you can do it that way as well. But we can come up with a solution for that. I had to help him get into that page today to look at his solar status.
Yeah, okay. I missed the middle of that because Ken was checking in, so we'll talk about it later. So, Mike, you got Ken checking in, and I don't know who else. W6BBS, back to net.
K6USY, back to net.
Okay. Yeah, what Aaron said was I had him reinitiate, and I went back in, and we logged into the solar account again. And now we got it back on the screen so I can read it currently. Oh, there's nothing on the screen right now. I don't know why it went away.
Yeah, roger that. No, I understood that part. There was just something about a second way of logging in or something that he had talked about. So, but we'll work it out later. We don't need to do that during the net. Over.
Well, for some reason my display's gone black, and I don't know why. When you left, Aaron, we had that thing running on the solar, didn't we?
Yeah, I wonder if that computer's set to go to sleep after a while.
Oh, that computer never shuts off.
Wiggle the computer mouse.
No, it's the display is off, Frank, for some reason. Let me turn the display back on. Oh, there it is. For some reason, I don't know how, but the display was turned off. So I turned it on, and now everything's on the screen. I've got 1,684 watts going out, 61% in the batteries.
Now, we'll blame it on the cat.
Yeah, maybe. All righty, let's get back on it here. Let's see, WA6LIE, where are you, Scott? K6MYC in the group. See if I can hear. I heard him the other night, WB6TBP in Monterey Harbor, right on your. He's got the whole loop up at about 35 feet on the yacht mast. He's right in the water. But I don't hear him at the moment. W6 Tango Papa Bravo, K6MYC, over. Okay, well, I'm going to go up and see if I can get Tom here. That should be up toward you, Tom. KW6S, K6MYC. Give me some lot of chatter. You're very, very weak. Over.
Yeah, you dropped way down. I should be back up now.
But give me some chatter because I'm way off of you now. Give me some chatter, Tom. I'm way off of you. Over.
I did hear WA6LIE and W6 TPB a little bit earlier, kind of in the background, but I haven't heard them when you were calling them. K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay, well, now you're where you should have been. I don't know why I didn't hear you here at first.
Oh, okay, and LIE is in there as well.
Who is?
WA6LIE.
Oh, okay. I stand by a second, Scott. We'll get you. I heard a voice, but I'm not quite pointed at you. Very good, Tom. Big booming signal. We're streaming tonight from this QTH, so you should be able to hear yourself. Looks like about a 6 or 7 second delay, but everything's working right from here now. So thanks for checking in here. KW6S, K6MYC.
Yeah, very good. Have to tune that in and see what's going on here. Just researching the Halo, 2-meter Halo antenna a little bit for my Jeep. And so I've got a little reading to do here. K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay, you talking about the Halo or a whole loop?
I don't know what the difference really. I'm looking at your particular unit here right now.
Okay, that's the whole loop. Horizontal Omni is what the HO stands for. It's not somebody that runs around down the street waving at you.
Okay, how do I get the other one?
Which one? Which one? The Halo?
Okay, well, I'm looking at this one, and is there any trick on how far off the roof you need to have it?
Well, about 18 inches on 2 meters is about as close as you want to get. That's a quarter wave over.
Okay, well, yeah, I was thinking quarter or half wave would be places to put, but didn't know that much about it yet.
Yeah, well, we have a 18-inch mast. By the time you put the mag mount and everything on there, you're up to about 20 inches, and that's the low one. And then there's we have a bigger Bigfoot three magnet mount that we sell, but you don't have to use that. You can put it on your own mast. But the spacing between 2 hole loops, if you stack them, is 48 to 50 inches. Over.
Yeah, that might be a little severe for me, Mobile, on the 2 meter, maybe the 432.
Yeah, that's what normally people do, put the 432s above the 2 meter, and they get stacked 1/3 of that distance apart. Over.
Yeah, okay. Well, like I say, I just was looking over my options today and was kind of zeroing in on this, and I think the big thing is going to be figuring out how to get wires routed in and around through the vehicles, but I used to do that kind of for a living, so maybe they haven't changed that much.
Yeah, well, you should. This is not a Jeep. This is just a Jeep vehicle, like a sedan.
Yeah, it's a Jeep Grand Cherokee, kind of like a station wagon or SUV thing.
Why just go through the door? Eventually you flatten the cable, but it lasts a long time. Over.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to get it under the, get it to the door would be the first step. And before I had it out the back, and that worked pretty good. And I intend to probably use a roof rack mount. So, yeah, just trying to figure out what I'm going to do here.
Okay, very good. Well, we can talk about it more later if you want to discuss it some more. Let me get Scott in here, and let me just check. KB6 Lima Echo Echo. Are you here, Lee?
Roger, Roger. The 6 little energetic elves. We're here.
And you're 1098, right?
Roger, Roger. 1098. Countdown, Bozo.
Okay, tell everybody where you are, Lee. You're near Watsonville. Over.
Yes, sir. If you want to know my grid square, it's Charlie Mike, Niner 6 Delta Victor.
We just want to know where you are from a interest standpoint. What's the little town you're close to near Watsonville there?
Well, we're just south of Watsonville, just over the Monterey County border, and the name of the town is Royal Oaks, although it's not really a town, it's kind of a region, and it's just inland from the mouth of the Moss Landing Harbor.
Yeah, okay. And tell me what you're running again, what you finally got up now. It's working very well. Go ahead.
Oh, I've just got the Cushcraft 3-element Yagi up there, and I'm running an FT897 Delta as the rig here, and just going through some cheap RG8X coax, which I'm going to improve as I get the station configured a little bit better.
Okay, how high is the antenna?
9 feet.
Okay, just 9 feet. Okay, so there you go. That shows you what happens if we get a good refraction over the hills into Watsonville area, guys. Big signal. All right, let me go down and get Scott. And was somebody else trying to, maybe they're kibitzing in the background. Let me go back to you, Scott. Here we go. That should be better. WB6LI, WA6LIE, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, very good evening, Mike. Yeah, I hear you now. You're just close to the off, and you're not on top. I go, hey, you should swing by us or whatever. So, anyway, good evening, Mike. Not too strong yet, but who knows? Maybe through many conditions. I don't know. But I'm hearing also Steve. Very good evening to you, Mike. Go ahead.
Okay, well, on this moon bounce array, I have to go through different grooves in the hills. And I just remembered I had to go down to 250 degrees to get you strong, but we got you. Is peanut butter in there tonight? Scott, is peanut butter in there? W6 TBP?
W6 TBP, yeah, Mike is 2 nights of coffee. I've got him barely 3-1, over. I just didn't hear that, Mike, but for conditions, over to Steve, your key by 131 over.
Yeah, you're fading up and down on me pretty severely. What did you say about TBP?
Your signal sucks. Your signal sucks tonight. Conditions bad. 31-3 by 1 to Steve. Over.
Well, you're Q5 here, but just weak. You should be hearing me okay. I'm running about 1,000 watts or so.
Yeah, I know, that's it, and just a killer antenna, but yeah, conditions just aren't very good tonight, Mike. Over.
Well, I think a lot of people listening on the live streaming would argue with you. So if you're not hearing me, there's something wrong. Over.
Yeah, you're very weak here, and Steve can barely hear you, so what can I say? It's got to be conditions or something somewhere else. The radio gods, Mike. Over.
Okay. Okay, now tell me again about TBP. He is here or he is not here?
Okay, there you go. Now we got more signal. Hopefully you copy me better. Steve, give him a call. Hopefully you hear him. He is here, Mike. WA6LIE. Go ahead, Steve.
W6, TBB, Monterey. Mike, I heard you just a hair better, maybe about 4.4 or 4.4. Do you copy, over?
Yes, I do, Steve, but give me the Bozo number again. I just was writing Scott in, and I forgot to remember your number. Over.
Yeah, barely readable. 4.3, Bozo number 1080.
1080, we got you. Okay. I wonder why you guys are having so much trouble with me. I guess maybe. I think the audio gain's okay. Let me just check once here. I can boost up the compression just a little bit and see if that'll help, but we're running lots of power to you. Over.
Yeah, you sound good. You sound perfect.
Well, I'm just getting me weak, so I guess it's, I don't know why. Everything looks normal here, and we're hearing you awfully well, so I don't know. Maybe we've got, well, of course, you can't tell, Frank. You're too close. Are you hearing the guys? You hearing peanut butter there, Frank?
Just a murmur because I can't rotate.
Well, that's right. You can't rotate. Okay.
Okay, here now, but Steve's having a hard time with you, so it's just conditions. WA6LIE.
Okay, let me go back to Steve. W6TBP 1080 K6MYC. And do you still have the whole loop on your mast, on your sailboat mast there, Steve? Over. Must have noise in the harbor, Lee, because I'm copying him fine. Over. I mean, Scott, I'm copying him fine here when he's on, so he must have terrible noise in the harbor there.
Yeah, it could be my guy up there too. So anyway, let me continue on 7-3 and good evening to you. WA6LIE.
Okay, by the way, I believe I'll be here on Sunday. I should be here on Sunday night, and we will be in here on Monday on 6 meters for you. We should be here on Sunday and Monday. Monday for sure on 6 meters. Did you copy that, Scott?
Yeah, Roger. The signal is down and it's hard to pick up, so yeah, just poor conditions tonight, Mike. I did copy that all. Okay, over.
Roger. Okay, we'll let you go. 7-3. Sorry you're having received problems this evening, but everything sounds fine here. Most of the time you're very Q5. WA6LIE in a group, K6MYC. Now I'm heading up for the Bay Area.
WB6JNP.
Yeah, we hear you, K6. You hear Dane?
Okay.
Here.
Okay, WB6JNP, we got you, Dane. Make a short one, and then, was that you, Russ?
Roger.
Okay, loud and clear. Hang on. Go ahead, Lee. Go ahead, Dane.
Yeah, Mike. Anyway, nothing new to report at this end. By the way, I was looking over on QRZ at their swap meet, and somebody's selling what looks like your loop antenna. Matter of fact, a lot of it looks like your advertisement. Of course, they're only asking $64, and it says half price from M Square DX Engineering is $128. So, anyway, I thought it was rather interesting.
And we've been knocked off every now and then. Guys can make them cheaper than we can when you do it in your garage and you have no overhead. Over.
No, that's exactly what it looks like, but in looking at it, they're using a lot of your graphics, and there's a picture of one of your loop systems. So I thought that was rather interesting.
Well, it's rather poor business practice. We've had that happen on some of the products that the Chinese took and knocked off. They used our manual and just they crossed out our header or blocked it out and then put their header in there. And they used our manual complete. Talk about gross misuse, huh?
Yeah, we had a guy at Hughes that he left Hughes, the satellite receiver, and went to work for Standard, and they ended up their advertisement and their data sheet was rather interesting because it looked the same as ours, except we had lied about some of the specs on it, and he followed through with the same lie. So now this one, like I said, the person is K4 Oscar Bravo Lima, K4 Oscar Bravo Lima, and like I said, it looks like your manual identical.
Wow. Okay. K4 OBL. Maybe we'll have to have a little letter come from our lawyer to him. Over.
Okay. Well, anyway, like I said, I've got your pair of loops that were on your truck or whatever, and I think they work great. So anyway, we'll let you go. And yeah, like I said, I bumped into that in my usual search for a 1296 sideband rig. So anyway, we'll catch you later. K6MYC WB6JN Peak.
Okay, very good, Dane. Thanks for that, and I'll have the guys at the plant check it out. Somebody's talking underneath this here. Lee, Russ, why don't you pick it up as long as we're pointed in the Bay Area? K6KLY 111 K6MYC.
Okay, Mike, there's a lot of guys talking up here on the channel. Okay, evidently can't hear you, but you're, 5 and 9 plus about 10 dB. Just checking in up here, but there's several guys talking on the channel here in the Bay Area. K6MYC, K6KLY.
Well, tell them that they should be listening to live streaming, and they could hear themselves talking and interfering with us here, over.
Yeah, what's the address of your streaming on the computer, over?
Well, you can get it two ways. The easiest way is just go to bozonets.com, BOZONETS.com, go past the preamble, and next thing down before the times and dates of our nets, I think you'll see a button to click, and then you'll bring up a link to the Bozo page, and you'll see a Bozo the Clown, and then just click on the clown, I guess, and then you get the word live and click on that. I think that's the routine, over.
Okay, well, we'll give it a try here, but again, you might see if you can pick some of these guys up. K6KLY.
Yeah, I will. K6KLY, K6MYC, Bozo Net, beaming the Bay Area. Go ahead, guys. I'm waiting for check-ins, over.
Kilo Golf 6, Charlie Echo, Fox.
I hear you, Darren. Daryl?
I called in earlier, but I don't think you heard me.
You're awful hard here tonight, Mike, in the Bay Area. K6QR.
Okay, K6QR, stand by, Gary. Daryl, I called for you, and we got no response. So maybe you weren't listening or something. I don't know. But I did call for you because I thought I had heard you check in, over.
I had it turned down because we were doing the 10-meter net. Sorry about that.
Well, there you go. So that's why you didn't hear us. Okay, good enough. Good to hear you. And we are live streaming tonight, so you should be able to hear your own voice coming through. We're using my receiver. It's coming through from my location here tonight. So everything I hear, you should see on the live stream, over.
All right, we'll check it out. Thanks.
All right. Very good. Okay, now let's see. I heard, who did I hear in the Bay Area there? I heard KE6E. Oh, for heaven's sake, I forgot your call, Gary.
QR.
KE6QR, go ahead.
Oh, I haven't transmitted yet tonight. I was waiting for you to point towards Martinez, but here we are, KE6QR, Bozo 177, and we're going to be making a purchase from your company here pretty soon. Tomorrow I'm going up to HRO. I'm going to pick up a brand new IC 9700 and the what is that? The Yaesu rotor, the satellite 5800, I think it is. And then next week I'm going to be ordering the fat pack from you, M-squared, the 432 and 3HF beams on the rack, and then I'm also going to be ordering a 1.2 gigahertz beam from you. So the money's going to be pretty good, right?
Yeah, you faded down just a little bit. Tell me again let me get up your way a little bit more. You're ahead of the game here. What are you ordering? I got all the stuff that you ordered except for the 1296 antenna. Which one are you getting?
I don't have the model number in front of me, but it's the shorter beam. It's about on the mountaintop, I'll be able to get 1.2 gigahertz down the road.
Yeah, boy, you as you begin to say it, you kind of tuck away from the microphone, and I just can't copy it. But you went. I swept back and forth across you. I can't get any signal strength tonight, Gary.
Must be confusing. Next time you hear me, I'll be running more power because I see 9700 puts out 100 watts, where I'm on the 991 DC and only puts out 50. So I'll have more power next time. Anyway, have a good night.
Okay. Which 1296 antenna are you getting? The 23CM22?
I don't have a long number in front of me, but it's the shorter of the two. One that's 6 feet long.
Yeah, that's it. That's the 23CM22. It's rear mount, and you'll like that. It's a good little antenna. Yep. I doubled with you, apparently. You didn't stop when I thought you stopped. Boy, you're fading down on me. Almost went away. Anyway, we got it now. I said the 23CM22 is rear mount. You'll like it, over.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. And I'm going to have a Ranger.
I didn't hear him come back, Mike, W6PQL.
Yeah, he's coming back. He's talking.
All
I did was click my mic. Good evening, Mike. Good evening there, Gary.
Good evening, as long as I've got you, and I hear PQL in there too, but we'll pick you up, Russ. Good evening. K6 Echo Romeo Fox 199. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening. Like everybody else, we got a lot of rain, and pump is working good. So we spent a lot of time inside. We had to go out shopping a little bit. It was a little bit wet, but the crowds are sure turning up now at the stores.
Well, yeah, it would be the last shopping week for Christmas, so I imagine it would be pretty crowded. Not the time to go shopping, obviously.
226 is back.
Okay. Russ, I'm trying to get a peek on you, but I'm not sure I'm pointed right. Give me a little chatter.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. According to the guess meter, your S9, you must be pretty doggone close. You're really strong. So, are you copying okay, or are we fading out?
I got you, but path keeps changing. Very odd fades. You took one fade there, which you would dropped right out completely. Just for a word, and then you were back really strong, so I don't know what that's all about. Anyway, good, and fine on the shopping. And how much rain total have you got so far up there in Martinez, over?
I don't have a rain gauge, but I'll tell you next time. We'll have to go online and get it.
Okay, very good. We've had very little rain here. I think I'm probably maybe up to a half inch now. We had a quarter inch as of yesterday, and it's raining a little bit now, real lightly. You can stand in it and not get wet, but it's raining supposedly. So I think maybe by morning we might have as much as a half an inch now since May, over.
Okay, yeah, roger on that. I'm glad you're getting some rain. You've been complaining about it for a little while.
Well, I'm going to complain about it some more if it doesn't come down pretty quick.
So it's time for it wet. Like the desert over there, huh?
Yeah, seems like it.
Facilities, Mike. Catch you later. I'll be monitoring in the background here.
Okay. As far as I know, we're live streaming from my location, by the way, so you could listen to yourself and see how you sound tonight. You can hear your mic clicking and all that stuff, over.
Okay. I was looking for it on YouTube here.
Yeah, the path is just really screwed up. All of a sudden, it's gone bad on us here. You were strong at first, and now you're down, but no worries. Let me get W6PQL. Go ahead, Jim, and I'll peek on you.
Oh, just checking in with you and saying howdy. So, howdy. K6NYC W6PQL. Maybe that was long enough, maybe not. What do you say?
Oh, yeah, but this is the weird part. See, normally you're at 287 to 290. Now I got you at 270. This is where you're peaking tonight, over.
Yeah, it was weird on 1296 last night also. Well, yeah. That's okay. We'll take what we can get.
Yeah, it was all over the place last night on 1296. Good blood. You know, and I checked the antenna today, and it was pointed right, so it's just the way the path was doing to us last night. Anyway, you're sounding good. We are live streaming tonight from my QTH. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that, so that's cool.
Well, you want to listen in because that way you can hear what you sound like at my place and compare it with what you're hearing normally, and so on. What you're hearing on my signals, you and I run comparable power, so it should be pretty similar. But sometimes you have some real serious noise problems over there. Anyway, sounds good. Thanks for checking in. I will be on pretty much every night through the Christmas holidays. The only night I'm not sure of is Christmas Eve. But if you don't hear me, then I'm not there and we won't have a net. But I just don't know whether I'm going to be there or not. I'm waiting for Matt to come home to confirm. But he's very, very late again tonight. Last night he didn't get home till 10 o'clock. So he's working heavy so he can get away on his vacation after Christmas there. Anyway, you see who else do we have in the Bay Area? We're missing a lot of people. Who do we have here? How about JNN or anybody? K6MYC Bozo Net.
K6TLY again.
Okay, I hear you. Is that you, Stan?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay, stand by. Go ahead, Russ.
Yeah, okay, I've got the internet working and hearing it, so I wanted to see how strong I am compared to Jim. It looks pretty good just running 100 watts. Thank you, Mike.
You should hear it 6 or 7 second delay.
Roger, roger. Works as spelled out. Over.
You're loud. No problem. You're louder than Jim by a little bit. All right, go ahead, Stan. Good signal as always. AB6SR 807 K6MYC.
K6MYC 807. Better listen to myself a minute. Okay. I got the earbud here. I've been listening to the live stream for a good half hour plus. You faded out there a few minutes ago. When you're talking to Ross, I think. Anyway, rainfall here we've had ever since Monday morning. We had, about 1/10 of an inch. Yesterday, before dark, it was about 1 3/4. And this afternoon, we had a deluge between 6 and 9 in the morning. So we had another good inch at that time. So about 2 3/4 here, which is wonderful. Hope you get something similar. Back to you.
Yeah, well, I'm something around 1/4 of an inch right now.
Yeah, I heard you say that, and you're hoping for 1/2 an inch. So, there was a deluge earlier, and then it was light rain till about midday, and then it stopped completely. I don't think we're going to have any more till the new year, are we?
Well, when you get a deluge, we get the residual splatter from it, and then so we get 3 or 4 drops.
Yeah, okay. So, I haven't anything else here. I'll be around over the Christmas weekend. Might hear you then. So let's just take a listen to myself on the live stream via the earbud. Back to you.
Okay, tell everybody where you are. So a lot of people that have not heard you before, Stan. So tell everybody where you're located, and that'll give them a double check on the rainfall and also on your signal strength. Over.
Order of Campbell, Saratoga, in that corner of Los Gatos. I guess the corner is Rinconada de Los Gatos, isn't it? Sorry, I lost my voice there. Back to you.
Yeah, I double with the beginning of that. So you're in Los Gatos, near what?
Near Quito and Pollard, right on the corner of Campbell, Saratoga, and Los Gatos.
Okay, yeah, I used to live within a half a mile of that area, so I know where you are. Very good. You're doing really well from there. I'm amazed because you're pretty close to the hills. Ken, how are you doing? WA6OIB back from the 10-meter net. Are you hearing Stan over there?
Yeah, K6MYC and the gang, WA6OIB. Not very well. I do hear him, but about half. So sorry about that. Yeah, got quite a bit of noise tonight for some reason. About an S3 or 4 noise level, so don't know where that's coming from. So, yeah, 10-meter net's done, so I am here.
Okay, and we are streaming from my location tonight, over.
Roger, yeah, I heard that earlier tonight, yeah.
I don't don't think you have it on. You don't have a computer in the shack there?
Oh, yeah, sure I do.
But you're not looking at it yet?
No, I don't have it turned on, no.
Well, it'll be good to have you turn it on so you can evaluate what you hear and versus what I hear.
Well, all right, I can do that. Yeah, let me fire it up. It takes a while.
On some of these more difficult directions. All right, let's see. Who else do we have in the Bay Area? We're missing a lot of people. K6MYC, Bozo Net.
613, Mike, QFO.
Okay, I got you, Mike. K6QFO, 613, stand by. Who was the other one?
KB6WSC.
Oh, very good, Mike. I'll be right to you. Go ahead, two mics here. K6QFO, Mike. You go ahead, K6MYC.
Oh, very good, Mike. Yeah, good to hear everybody. It's been a while since we bit back out here again, and want to wish everybody a great, safe, enjoyable holiday coming up. From my house to everybody else's home QTHs, we're going to go down to Yuma, Arizona at Old Dark 30 tomorrow morning at about 3 a.m. and head out to see my daughter for about 2 weeks, and that'd be kind of fun to get out of Silicon Valley, all this craziness here, and go down and spend some time with my daughter. It's kind of hard to do, Mike, when your daughter's growing up. You don't see her from day to day, and maybe once or twice a year. That's it. So it's going to be nice to go down there and spend 2 weeks just kicking back and doing nothing. I am bringing a little portable system with me, so we'll see if we can raise some people down there in Yuma, and if all else fails, well, there's always 520, right? I basically set up my system here once 2 years ago. I put in 6 Yuma repeaters that looked like they were very active machines or club stations. Not a one came up. Not a one was working or on the air. I said, oh, that's too bad. So anyway, I dug through the ARL directory again and wrote down a whole bunch of new stuff. So we'll see if they can find some hams out there we can talk to while we're out there for a couple of weeks. Back to you, Mr. Mike. Good evening, sir. Good to hear from you. K6QFO here in Campbell.
Okay, you know we're live streaming tonight, Mike.
Yeah, I heard that, and I don't know where I can find that, but I'm sure I can dig it up somewhere.
I'll tell you where to find it. You just have to ask. Type in in your browser, type in bozonets.com, BOZONETS.com, and click on that, and then when you get there, scroll down through the first sort of the preamble, and then right below that you'll see a link to YouTube, Bozo Net's YouTube channel, and you click on that, and you'll bring up a clown, and click on the clown, and you bring up live, and then you'll be there, and then you can hear what you're sounding like over here. Over. We're about a 6 or 7 second delay at the moment. Over.
Okay, I got to do that. I copied the information and the structure to get there. So thanks, Mike. I will definitely do that. That'd be a lot of fun to see how bad you sound. You know, people forget. Just 2 meters has propagation just like any other frequency, like HF. There's good days and bad days.
Yes. Just understatement of the year. The reason I want you to do that is so when you get down to Arizona or Yuma and you're lonesome, you can just turn on the computer and listen in on the nets. Over.
How that works. That way I can hear all the QRM or the vicious rumors they're talking about me when I'm not on the air, but I can still got ears. Very cool, Mike. It's a great system. I don't know who put that together for you, but that's a great feature to have. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Well, the idea came from KO6KD, Bill up in Roseville, and we're having K6USY implement it for the most part. And Frank at W6BBS is going to be helping me a little bit, and but it's all remote control. K6USY has got a computer in my shack here, and he's got a remote link into it, or he links into it, and he can control my radio, number one, control all the things, and switch it on to live listening, and you'll also see my front panel screen. On the 9700 here. Eventually we'll have the barn, which will also give us 1296, but right now I've got everything except 1296 here in the shack, and then the barn will come probably next week when we get the cable. We have to run a cable up from the barn, and then we'll have that one ready. So there you go. Okay, anybody else in the Bay Area? Bozo Net, I got you standing by. Go ahead, Mike. KB6 Whiskey, Foxtrot, Charlie, Daly City. Go ahead.
Thanks. K6NYC, KB6 PFC. Nothing to report here, but listening to the streaming, so it's interesting. Thank you very much to all. Back to you, Mike. K6NYC, KB6 PFC.
Okay, and you can listen to your own voice.
Roger, roger.
Okay, good. You can evaluate what you sound like. Some people will like what they hear, other people won't. I think you're a little bit lacking in body. You need a little more body in the audio, but otherwise it's very clean and crisp, no problem copying. Thanks, Mike. I couldn't hear you the other night on 1296. Jim did not hear you either, so apparently you did not make 1296, right?
Correct. I was on early, but I had to break for dinner.
Oh, okay, but you should check in with somebody when you do that.
I don't think anyone was around.
Well, PQL usually is monitoring, and so is Ed and a few others. All right, anyway, just if you can, check in with somebody else, even if you could break for dinner. Thank you, 7-3. Let me see. Ed, are you here, WA6AXX? Ed's had intermittent problems here with getting into the internet when he goes off on a trip. He usually carries his computer with him, and he can talk through his home station, but apparently it's not working tonight. Who else do we have in the Bay Area? We're missing WB6JNN and a few others. Go ahead.
I'm just getting stepped on all the time. WB6JNN.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're weak, so maybe I should wiggle the antenna a little bit on you, Jim. Give me some chatter, and I'll swing back and forth on you. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. K6NYC, WB6JNN. To see what he's doing over here. I think it was around that 6 or 7, so he was about the same category as you. But anyway, I don't know if you have a sharper beam or something now, but sometimes when you're on either Tom or on LIE, sometimes you're strong enough to hear, and sometimes you're pretty weak. Just really interesting. WB6JNN.
Yeah, you're extremely weak from a normal standpoint. You're usually much stronger than this on 2 meters. Are you running real low power tonight? Jim, are you running real low power tonight, over?
No, I'm running the full 50 watts, and I'm aiming in the correct direction. And like I said, you're only running at 7 S8, so you're normally 9 plus.
Yeah. Well, I'm on the moon bounce array, but we've seen you bodacious on the moon bounce array and usually pretty good on the other one as well. So I don't know why you're down from normal. Some of those guys are stronger than normal over here, and you're down. Who knows? So I didn't get much of your comments. How's the rainfall over there? Have you been measuring it?
Well, it's been off and on all day, and so we're from drizzle to some broken clouds occasionally, and some heavy downpours also. So we've had everything today. The cats were in most of the day. That tells us story.
Yeah, okay. Every now and then you have a big burst of signal. It's really odd. Ben's not helping us here tonight. But people are getting a chance. We are live streaming, so they're getting a chance to see what I have to deal with sometimes on reception.
Yeah, well, you're going up and down as well, about 4S units up and down. WB6JNN.
Now, there you go. 4S units up and down. I'm seeing the same thing on you. You came up real strong when you said WB6JNN. Very good. Thanks, Jim. And we will be on for all the nets, except the only one I'm not sure of is Sunday night, Christmas Eve. We may not be here. So if you listen in and you don't hear anybody, it means we're not having a net. Over.
Yeah, understood.
Everything else will be live streaming from here on, from this location. So we'll be doing live streamings. You can always check and see if we're there by just going onto the Bozo website and then going down to the link to the YouTube channel. Over.
Yeah, understood. Well, my son's coming in that evening on Sunday. Wait, Saturday. I'm not sure. Sunday, I think. So I think that we'll probably be having dinner and so forth. But I will check if there's not anything going on. 73 W6JNN.
Now, Roger, well, it's a loose net. I'm not going to be slapping anybody's hands for not being there. I just thought since I may be able to make it, I would open it up and wish everybody Merry Christmas one last time. And then, but if I'm not here, it won't happen. I'm just not sure if we're going to be going to somebody's house. We've been invited, but I'm not sure what time it is. And Matt's not home yet tonight. I can't ask him. So at this point in time, I don't know if Sunday night's going to be real or not. Otherwise, everything else is on schedule, and everything should be a log-in from here and on live streaming. The only one we won't have running is 6 meters on the following Monday. The coming Monday, Christmas Day, 6 meters will not be live streaming because we won't have that hooked up yet. All right, 7-3, Jim, good evening. Last call in the Bay Area. I think we got most everybody except for a few. K6MYC Bozo Net, Bay Area.
WA6AXX.
Oh, there you are. Boy, you held a long time waiting. Oh, are you home or where are you?
Yeah, we just got home. We went to see the Fantasy of Lights in Vasona Park. So we do that every year with our daughter and son-in-law and grandson. So we went through it, saw the lights in the park.
Yeah, we used to live there up down just the road, down the road a ways off Quito Road. We used to go up there and see that. We also used to sail our little sailboats on Vasona. Good memories. I worked for a place in Los Gatos right there that was a water softener place, Culligan Water. And we used to go down and have lunch at the park, too, which was nice. It was just about 2 blocks from where we had our office. Over.
Yeah, Vasona is very nice. Very nice park, nice lake, lots of water. So, yeah, very good. Okay, well, I'll let you go. I won't keep you, but did just get home. So, 7-3, K6MYC, WA6AXX.
Okay, well, we're live streaming, and it's coming from my place, so you can see how strong you are if you want to log in and watch the live stream, but you can also tell me how much rain you've got if you've got the gauge. Have you looked at your gauge?
Yeah, bringing up the webpage right now. So today, 0.94 today, 0.94 inches today, and I think the last 3 days it was a total of about 3 inches. So we've had about 4 inches here at the house here.
Yeah, outstanding. Yeah, I'm still sitting at somewhere between a quarter and a half inch here. That just doesn't want to come over here and join us. Anyway, Ed, thank you. 73s. We'll see you tomorrow night on 432, hopefully. KM6, WA6AXX, K6MYC, clear. And anybody else in the Bay Area before we move on? Sounds pretty quiet. Let's go up and get N6RO and everybody, W6SSW. Let's see here. Get up that way. This should be pretty close. Let's see how that works. N6RO, are you there, Ken?
Yeah, Mike, K6MYC N6RO 835 with just a little over a third of an inch of rain today. Very light rain starting at noon and quit about 6 o'clock. So it's a nice slow rain, and We needed it. And I guess that's all I got to report.
Okay. And you know we're live streaming tonight. We did get it running from my location, so you can hear what you sound like here. Over.
Yeah, okay. I haven't got it set up, but I can do that. Although I got some other commitments coming up on in the shack. I mean, out of the shack. Anyway, we'll be doing that in the future in 6RO.
Okay, very good. Well, this is the first night it's gone on from our location here, and generally we're doing okay. The band's not in spectacular condition, but you're booming in here. Very good. Have a good one, and we'll see you tomorrow on 432.
Roger.
W6 Sugar Whiskey, Discovery Bay, K6MYC, Steve.
N1PPP.
I hear N1PPP. You're louder than Steve. Go ahead, Dave. Who else do you have?
I got Kent, K6OSX, and WB6ISO.
Okay, very good. Thanks. Hang on a second.
Interesting watching the estimator and stuff on the live stream. Boy, WA6AXX hit you pretty good there in Saratoga, 10 over 9. Got a good signal from up in the hill there, and I can see my signals running anywhere from S3 to as high as S8, I think. But, yeah, so I think Ken's amp's working pretty good for you, for him, and hitting you pretty hard too. So yeah, about 3/10 of an inch of rain today. So that's about 1.6 total for the storm this week. So not near as much as Ed got, but not bad for out here in the shadow of Mount Diablo. W6SSW.
Okay. Missed a little bit in the beginning because Dave up there in Clear Lake, believe it or not, overpowered you and came roaring in. So we took 3 check-ins from him, and that was good. But I missed the beginning of yours. Did I miss anything related to rainfall or anything that was pertinent? Over.
Yeah, I was just saying we got 3/10 of an inch of rain today. It rained for a long time, but it was light. And so we got about 1.6 inches total for the whole storm this week.
Yeah, well, we're pushing toward from a 1/4 inch up to a half. I don't think we've got to a half yet.
Yeah, the low is working its way down the coast, so hopefully it'll spin some bands your way on the way down.
Yeah, hope so. Well, you're down from normal here tonight. I don't know why you're so weak. I've moved the antenna up. I'm clear up at 315, 318 for you. Normally you're lower than that, but Ken was down at the normal heading, but you're up for some reason up close to Sacramento.
Yeah, that's weird. I was getting you pretty good, and you're pointed towards the Bay Area, so probably better on the bounce for me tonight.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, we're live streaming, so you can hear yourself if you want to go in there and look for yourself. It's about a 6-second delay. Over.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, I've been watching it. It's pretty interesting. Listening to what you can hear, it's pretty amazing what you can pick up with your array down there as of course everybody's pointed at you, so that helps. But yeah, certainly at the beginning I noticed your audio was lower than everybody's, but that improved throughout the night, so I don't know if that's when you turned your compression on or what.
Yeah, I just bumped it up a tiny bit, but I don't think that's it. I think Aaron's controlling it more than anybody, but it's up quite loud here for me because in order for you guys to hear my monitor, I have to have, in order for you to hear me, we have to have the monitor on in the radio, and it's blasting me out right now from the 9700 in my ears. For your comment to you, Aaron, if you're listening. Did you bump up the audio again to my ears? Over. Aaron may be off putting the kids to bed.
Lots the QSP tonight, Mike.
Yeah. Well, I'm just commenting to Aaron, who's running the show here remotely from my location. I'm here, and what you're hearing is what I'm hearing, but the computer's being controlled by Aaron, and he can also control the levels and stuff in my 9700.
Yeah.
I'm here, Mike, K6USY.
I was just going to say, did you turn up the audio again? Because my monitor's gotten really loud all of a sudden.
No, I have not touched it.
Okay. Now, Ken's QSB is partly me moving the antenna. I moved a long ways off of you to get Steve tonight. Over.
Oh, okay. We're normally on the same azimuth, but you never know.
Well, you're not doing bad up here. I'm pointed at 318. Normally, I get you about 300 to 305.
Yeah, right. You're peaking at 6 right now, and that's down from normal.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't doubt that I can bring it up if I come back toward you. You are louder, too, but it's still booming here.
You don't have to move it.
Hang on just a second. Guys, stand by. I got to talk to Matt. Just a second. Hang on. Okay, I'm going to fix up some soup here, and we'll have some dinner in a few minutes. All right. Let's see, Steve, 7-3, Ken, 7-3. We'll see you guys tomorrow night on 432. I'll move up here to Sacramento. Better late than never.
750. Okay, 7-3. We'll catch you tomorrow night on
410. 90 night.
80 night, Ken. Okay, I heard 756 and I heard 410. Stand by. Let me get you. Go ahead, Darren.
Good evening, Mike. I had a question about a skin cap covering the end of the boom. Blue or black, which is better?
I didn't catch the question. Say it again.
Yeah, it sounds like you're a little bit off of me. I'll
Relay.
let you get dialed over and find the right spot. Hopefully you find a good hot spot here. KJ6, EFB.
I'm asking you what you asked me about a color. I just wasn't paying attention close enough to answer the question. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Your signal strength wasn't up to par there. Blue or black end cap for the end of the boom, which is better?
Well, you better relay, Frank. I can't. I heard every word. It doesn't make any sense.
He's talking about putting end caps on the ends of his boom, and he wants to know if blue or black is better. Over.
I won't even dignify that with an answer. I think that's a joke, right, Daryl? It's a joke, right, Darren?
Plastic caps on the end of the boom.
He said the plastic caps on the. He's being serious, Mike, and color doesn't really matter. It's how they're UV protected.
We don't give you the cap, so you're going to have to choose the color you like. Okay, I came back. It's funny tonight. I'm having to go further north to get the guys that are west of you, and now I'm backing up to 312 for you. Is that better?
Oh, much better, much better. Yeah. I've seen end caps out there in blue, and I'm not sure what the material difference is between the blue end caps and the white or black ones. And I'm wondering if the blue ones stand up as good as the black ones.
Probably not. It's all depending on what is in the plastic, and it's usually a polyethylene cap because they're somewhat flexible. So polyethylene can be or cannot be UV stabilized. Normally a black cap would indicate that it's got UV stabilizing in it. And a blue would also have UV stabilizer, and there may not be enough difference in the lifetime in your sun to make any difference. Over.
Okay, that's
good recommendation, so I can go either way. My point is, I'm looking for them, and I'm going, if I order them from someplace, everybody wants to charge me, $10 in shipping by the time I get here, and I'm going, where can I source these suckers locally or less expensive? I just need two to finish out this 220 and get it up in the air, but of course I got to spend $25 to get two end caps and to my door. It's crazy. K6 KFB, that's all. Thanks, Mike.
Okay, K6KFB, K6MYC, total waste of time, Darren. Total waste of time. If we wanted you to put end caps on the boom, we would have sent them with the boom. So you don't want to put end caps on. Don't waste your time getting them. They're useless. They trap all kinds of crap in there. Don't do that. Just leave it alone. Leave the boom open. Over.
So your recommendation is actually leave them open. Okay, I thought it keeps, like little critters from making homes in them.
Well, it's okay if the little critters do that. It doesn't affect the antenna. Over.
Yeah, I've pulled a couple of older ones down after being up there for a long time, and you wouldn't believe spiders do like to make homes in those things.
They like to make what?
Spiders make homes in the end of the boom.
Well, that's good. They keep the other bad insects away, and they eat them. Over.
One way to look at it. Okay, very good, Mike. Carry on. KJ6 KFC.
Don't waste your time or your money with the end caps. Just don't worry about it. If you want to do something, you could put a piece of black tape over the end. Put two pieces of black tape crossed over the end of the boom. But it's a waste of time. Over.
Ace Hardware. yourself.
Somebody said you can get that crap from Ace Hardware, but I wouldn't do it. Over.
Copy, Mike. Okay, I'll let you carry on. I know John's out there, Bill's out there, Russ is waiting on you. So move along. I don't want to make you any more late.
Okay, Darren. Let me get Russ in here. I heard you, Russ, KW6T410. Go ahead.
Yeah, hey, Mike, good evening, and good evening, Darren and Bill, and, I don't know, John and Fred, and maybe George is out there. Good evening, guys. And anyway, Mike, I was here last night, believe it or not. I got a phone call, and I went to talk on the phone for about 5 minutes. I came back, and I heard nothing, so I think my timing last night was just completely out of whack.
Well, we had the antenna pointed at you for a long time, but we were late.
Okay, yeah, I did throw my call sign out probably 3 or 4 times, pointed down that way, but I never heard a soul. After I got back from the phone call, I didn't hear a thing out there.
What time did you get back from your phone call?
Oh gosh, you had to ask me that question. It was like 8:30, I think, or something like that.
Okay, well, we were there till almost 8:30. I was still calling Larry, and I was talking local to Rob here, KM6SRR, waiting for the path to come up to Larry. But Larry usually gives up about 8:10 or 8:12, 8:15. So I knew it was a lost cause, and I did not hear Larry. We talked for quite a while with the antennas pointed in your direction or up toward that way. You should have heard something, so I suspect you still haven't found your problem there.
Yeah, that's entirely possible. Okay, very good. All right, Mike, I'll go back here and go back to listening and playing on the YouTube and all that sort of thing. So, hey, 73, have a great evening. KW6T, clear.
Okay, did you crank the antenna up and then listen? Is that what? So you made the improvement. You cranked the tower up, and then you still heard nothing, huh?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I heard sounds earlier when I was on the phone, but then when I came back outside, or I came back inside, I should say, into the shack here, I didn't hear a thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you might have just timed us wrong too. We might have been right around that, and we probably could have made it if you were hearing us earlier. We were there. I made quite a few calls to KW6S and all the guys N6RZJ and yourself. I called you guys at least 5 times. And then I finally gave up, and I told Rob, let's go up and just try for Larry, even though it's late, and that's what we did. And then we started there and chatted for a while. So who knows? We'll try it again next week. Russ, thanks for the try. KW6T, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike, A73. Mike, we'll definitely try it again next week. K6MYC, KW6T, clear.
KO6KD and KR6MR. Who am I going to hear? K6MYC.
Yeah, KO6KD, checking in here, number 776. I think you're not quite pointed right at me, Mike, but I know John is here. He may not be hearing you. Over.
Yeah, give me I got a little more chatter. I had to move the antenna a long ways to get you over. Go ahead, Bill.
I think you went completely off of me. I think you want me to say some more. I'll go ahead and say some more here and see if you can get the antenna pointed back on me. KO6KD is, I got lots of computer problems here tonight, so I'm not able to hear much of anything on the computer, but what little bit I can hear of the Bozo Net sounds like you are hearing Darren better than you're hearing me. So I'm not sure. I'll try moving my beam slightly, but that didn't make any difference. It didn't sound like so. Anyway, okay, if you can hear me at all, KO6KD.
Yes, it did make a difference, but you wouldn't hear it right away because there's a 6-second delay. Over. Did you hear that, Bill?
Yeah, you're very weak, Mike. Very, very weak. I guess that maybe it's checking my stuff out. I think I've got everything set where it should be. I'm not sure what's going on here, but okay. Anyway, you got me checked in. I'll say 7-3 for now, and let's see. Maybe you're able to hear John better than me. Okay. Good evening to Russ out there. Very Merry Christmas to you and everybody else on the net. KO6KD.
Well, why don't you look at the live streaming? I think you're pushing up toward S9. I can't understand how you can be hearing me weak.
Oh, I hear you fine now. No, I've got some serious computer problems. I'm not able to get any of the live streaming. My computer is basically, since early this morning, it's basically quit. I don't understand why the processor is running 100% all the time. I'm getting like a 1 megabit download speed. Everything's. I've tried to talk to the biggest brains I know in the area. Darren's not any help. Nobody seems to have any idea what's going on. I spent a couple hours talking to Comcast, so I have no idea what happened, so I'm not able to use the live streaming. Over.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains that. Okay, very good, Bill. Well, you're up. Good copy. Now, you were weak in the beginning. I think you had the antenna off of me. And when you said, I'll move the antenna a little bit, you jumped way up. Over.
Comment.
I'm hearing you direct now on S9. Very, very good. So, this is one of the better signals I've heard on you tonight. So, this is rivaling what I hear you on 220 usually. So, very good. Okay, well, anyway, now, where are you pointing at now? Is where it usually is?
Yeah, right where I should be at 328. Go ahead. Stand by for Frank. Go ahead, Frank.
Yeah, KO6KD, W6BBS. Do you copy me? Okay, he's not copying me, Mike. Just tell him to try turning his virus protection off, completely off, and see if that clears the problem. I've run across that where a virus protection has gotten updated and it turned something on that just took over the processor, basically. And so that's something he can look at. Over.
Did anybody up there copy that so he can pass it on to Bill, or do you want me to pass it on?
Somebody said he's not running any.
No virus protection there, Darren?
Negative. No virus scanner.
Okay. Thank you for that, Darren. All right, let me see. John, are you in there? KR6MR, over?
Yeah,
Yeah, KR6MR, Bozo 759. Boy, you were very, very weak till just now. You're coming in just fine, over.
Haven't done anything.
Well, this weather is goofy, just plain goofy. It's getting late, so I'm here. I'm going to let you go and continue on with the net, KR6MR.
Yeah, and I can hear it playing back in the background there very loud. You're loud to me, and obviously it's coming back through the live streaming quite loud for you. Very good. Thank you, John. You're hearing it. Maybe you guys can help Bill get sorted out there. 73, thanks for letting me go. I got to try the guys in Reading here very quickly. If we can get KO6KD. No, KO6HS. Let me see. Let me move the antenna just a little bit more here. Yeah, KO6HS and KD6SW. KD6SW. Reading. Charlie, November 80. Charlie, November 80. KD6SW. Go ahead, Rich. Are you there?
Oh, yeah. Number 145, KD6 shortwave in Reading. Good evening.
Yeah, very good. How's your rainfall up there?
Oh, pretty good. I think over the last couple of days it got over 3 inches of rain, so the lake is coming up and things are soggy wet outside, over.
Oh, sopping wet, is it? Okay, sopping wet. You got to take that big clumsy sweatshirt off. It gets really heavy when it gets sopping wet.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's when we start switching into Scotch whiskey, over.
Then you can just suck on your sweatshirt, huh?
Yeah, well, anyway, it's not, at least it's not cold. It was up in the mid to upper 50s here today, I believe. So we had some sunshine toward the end of the day, and I don't know, I kind of like it. Tomorrow is the first day of winter, I guess.
Yeah, it is the 21st. That's the longest day, the shortest day of the year also. Shortest day. It'll start getting longer days then from here on out. That's what we're looking forward to. You're sounding good, and we'll look for you. I will. We're live streaming, so you should be able to hear yourself, and it's coming from my station. We're live streaming from my location, as we had always intended to do it. Finally got hooked up today, over.
Yeah, all I got to do now is to figure out where I can find it. I still have the stuff set up for K6UGY. Now I don't know where it is.
Well, it's under Bozo Net on YouTube. Bozo Net, Nets, I should say. You can also get it by bozonets.com on the Bozo website, bozonets.com. Then you scroll down to just past the preamble, and there should be a spot where it says go to Central California Bozo Net, and you click there and you get the clown, and then click on the clown, and then you'll be there.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for the info. When I go in the other room, I'll check it out on the computer and see if I can hear it. By the way, did you hear me on Monday night on 6 meters?
Finally, I did on CW, and you gave me a Roger, I think, in 73s, over.
Yeah, it was pretty rough copy, but I'm glad I got through. All righty, well, 7-3. I guess there'll be no net on next Sunday. What's the schedule?
Well, I think I'm gonna be here every night, but I don't know on Sunday night. That's the only one that's a question mark. So if you listen, and that's why I want you to look on the live streaming. If there's no live streaming, then there's no net, over.
Okay, well, I'll check the live streaming. Thanks for the info on that. All of a sudden, everything was gone, so now I got to see if I can locate it again.
No, it's easy. Again, go to your browser and type in bozonets.com. Click on that, get that Bozo Net page up, and then scroll down just past the beginning where we explain what the Bozo name means. And there's a link there to the Central States Bozo Nets, over.
All right. Boy, you're up to S9 all of a sudden here. Okay, thanks for the info. Well, let's see if Jerry's on there tonight. Jerry, you here?
KO6HS.
6HS230. Good evening.
Booming signal, Jerry. Good to hear you. And we are live streaming, so a lot of people hearing you from Reading tonight. KO6HS, take a transmission, K6MYC.
All right, yeah, I just came up with a good peak there, so conditions are quite variable as usual, but much better than usual. We're sitting back here trying to dry out. We had a 2.5 inches of rain up here, and so things are a little bit damp. Over.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad it's raining up there. We still don't have much. I think I'm still under a half inch here total. Over.
Yeah, well, it's a good big dump on us with a whole bunch of water, so we're going to have a dry day tomorrow, and they're predicting some more later on, but tomorrow's going to be a warm, well, maybe not warm, but a mild, sunny day. Over.
Yeah, it was very warm here today, considering there was almost no sun. We had drizzle, a real light sprinkle every now and then. About every hour I'd get hit with 3 or 4 drops, and then it would go away. But it was warm. It was pretty warm out all day. I'm sure we were in the low 60s. Over.
Yeah, that's about what we had too, also about that same temperature here. So it was very nice. We got outside for a little while and enjoyed a little bit of sun, got a little bit of vitamin D, but didn't have a whole lot of it since the sun started going down. Over.
Yeah, well, you're holding up nicely, and I'm just keeping you here because I want the guys to hear what Reading can sound like with the right antennas and ears and stuff. Ken, are you hearing Reading? How about Frank? Are you copying the guys in Reading?
A little bit, murmur here and there.
Okay, you can't turn the antenna, though. That's your problem. Okay. Anyway, good evening to you, Jerry. Thanks very much. And for all practical purposes, we should be here. We're live streaming from this QTH, and it'll be that way from here on out. The only night I'm not sure of is Sunday night, Christmas Eve, but if you don't hear anything, we're not here. Over.
Real good. Well, we'll check that out also and see if we can copy some live streams. Over.
Okay. Yeah, check out the live streaming. And you can listen to yourself fade in and out on me. Okay. Rich, up to you for your final. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, K6MYC.
All right, Mike. Well, I'm going to check out that live streaming stuff. I wish I could do it while I'm talking, but it's on another computer. Anyways, nice to be a poster child here for Reading. Got to keep this on the map. 73 KD6 shortwave.
Roger, 7373. I'm going to Nevada, guys. If there's nobody else here, any other check-ins from the Sacramento area? K6MYC Bozo Net. I don't hear George tonight. AJ6 Queen Lima. Okay, we're going to Nevada, and God only knows what we're going to hear up here. Let's try this. KD6 BQ, KD6 Bravo Queen, K6MYC. Over.
Yeah, K6MYC, KD6 BQ. You were a little louder before you moved the antenna. Anyway, number 249. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Well, I don't know. The path is all kind of funny tonight. I'll move back a little bit. Did that make any difference?
Oh, yeah, you're much louder.
Really? I'll be darned. Okay. Anyway, good to hear you. 249, big signal. That's the kilowatt there, Richard, from Delta Mike 09 in Wausau Valley. We're live streaming. You're probably watching it, aren't you? Over.
Actually, I didn't turn on the live stream tonight. Is it coming from your place?
Yes, it is. You should listen.
Oh, yeah, that'd be much better. Then I'd be able to hear the whole thing. I'll remember to turn that on next time, because that'll be great.
Don't turn it on now. You'll still get the tail end of it. Over.
Roger. Let me see if I'll go find YouTube on my computer here just a minute.
Well, you can get it 2 ways. You can type in bozonet.com, bozonets.com, and then scroll down past the preamble, and there'll be a link to the Central California Bozo Net. Okay. Let's see. I imagine it's too late for Larry. I went way past Larry's bedtime there. N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC. I didn't didn't think we'd get Larry in here. How about Daniel, KE7UQL, KE7 Uniform Quebec London, K6MYC?
Roger, roger. This is 272 KE7UQL, over.
Yeah, very good. Tell us where you're out. There are a lot of people listening on the live stream tonight, and they're hearing you. And a very nice signal. A little fluttery, but very good signal, Daniel. Go ahead.
Yes, roger. We're the QTH is east of Carson City, Nevada, on the way to Virginia City, over.
Yeah, very good. And your grid?
My grid is Delta Mike 09 Delta Fox, over.
Yeah, there you go. Very good. Well, wonderful signal tonight, Daniel. Very strong. Sorry I'm so late here, but with the live streaming and everything and lots of questions and a little checking and a little testing and a little tweaking, but it's all coming from my QTH now. With the from the little computer that we just put in the shack to handle all this just for this purpose. And the fellow that did the bulk of the work is K6 Uniform Sugar Yankee, Aaron. He's on here as well. And you'll hear Aaron if I turn it to him, if you get the live streaming going there. Hi, hi. You will hear a lot of people that I hear and that you've never heard before. So what I'm asking people to do when they first come on for the next couple of weeks is give us more detail on your station and where you're located. That way other people can, when they hear you, say, oh, I've never heard that one before. And maybe it'll excite people to get their antennas up a little higher and a little more gain and whatever. Anyway, great signal, Daniel. Thank you. KE7UQL, K6MYC.
Yes, Roger. I've been with you since the start of the net tonight. We've heard all your stations, and this station here is a 991 running 40 watts, 12 elements on an 18-foot boom, and 20 feet above the ground, over.
There you go. 40 watts from Nevada. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Anybody else want to say, how about you, Rob? You want to say hello to the guys?
Sure. How you doing, Daniel and Richard? KE7UQL, and let me turn on the. Just a minute. The stream was coming back. Give me back feed there. KD6BQ, Richard. How you guys doing? Over.
Yeah, good evening, Rob. KM6SR, KD6BQ, Delta Mike 09er, over.
Roger. I'm getting you about an S3 or so, but good copy there. How about you, Daniel? KE7UQL. Roger. Yeah, I'm getting you a good S5 there, so coming in loud and clear. Thanks, Mike. KM6SR, standing by.
Yeah, interesting, because both of the guys are down for me right at the moment here. That's just a up fade for you and a down fade for me. How about you, Ken? Are you still here, or did you give up on us? WA60IB? I think Ken had to go in.
Okay, Mike, I will sign off. KD7UQL, 73.
Okay, 7-3, Daniel. Thanks very much. Richard, you take it for a final. I'm going to go. I think I've got everybody. We're going to go down and get one guy that's sometimes a late check-in, Eddie, KE6BK in Porterville. And that'll be the end of the net. 73, Richard. See you tomorrow on your smashing 5 watts on 432. And we will be live streaming it again, so you should be able to hear your 5 watts. KD6BQ, Wassaw Valley, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, roger, roger, Mike. We'll look for you with our 5 watts tomorrow night. You're doing good coming in here. Let me turn that down. I'm getting delayed. I'm hearing myself delayed. That doesn't help. But Larry wanted me to tell you that he was on 1296 last night sending CW and sideband. He never heard anything, so he just wanted you to know that he was on. He was listening on the live stream as well, but he said he never heard you on. So anyway, we'll say 73 to you. Thanks for picking us up. And I guess just to fill in the information, we're running a 12-element beam at about 60 feet and about 1,200 watts on the piece here. K6MYC, and whoever else can hear me in Nevada, KD6BQ, Delta Mike 09er.
Okay, very good. By the way, tell Larry I was late, really late. I didn't even get in his direction until about 20 to 25 after 8. So we missed the window by about 20 minutes. So that's why he probably didn't hear anything. He probably gave up at about quarter after 8, which is his normal window. He gives up on me when he doesn't hear anything by quarter after, and I just missed it completely. Rob got home late, and I wasn't watching the clock here, and Rob usually tells me when it's around 8 o'clock, and I go up to Nevada. But I missed the window last night, so it was my fault, not Larry's. And I'll grab the log sheet and check him in. I know he tried hard. I knew he was going to be there. And we called and called, but I didn't get calling until about 25 after. So we called and then we rag-chewed on the frequency for about 10 minutes, but we never heard him. He had long since given up, I'm sure. KD6BQ, K6MYC.
Yeah, Roger, Mike. And, he was hoping to talk to you because he picked up a preamp there for 1296. He picked up this old W6PO preamp, and says he's got about 16 dB a gain and about a 0.5 dB noise figure. And he was hoping to compare with and without that, but I guess he gets you on that next week, over.
Yeah, right. Well, everything should be normal next week, and I'll try to get there closer to 8 o'clock. We try to hit that window at 8:08. There's always a real good, for some reason, a really good time, a good peak right around 8:08. So I try to get in your direction as close to 8 o'clock as I can. And I know that if I get past about 8:15, it's too late for Larry. Thanks, Richard, and we'll certainly look for your smashing 5 watts, soon to be 6 watts or 60 or 600 on 432 one of these days. Over.
You've dropped way down into the noise for me. There it goes. I can see my signal perking up again on the screen, but the path is getting weak. So anyway, we'll say 73 to you, and we'll look for you tomorrow night on 432. You got an idea roughly what time, over?
Well, it'll be around 8 o'clock.
Roger. That'll be good. We'll be looking for you.
I'm moving the antenna back and forth, but the path has just gone diffused. There's no peak on you anywhere for about 20 degrees here, over.
Yeah, you're way down right now, so I'm way down to you too. So anyway, that's the view of that. We'll look for you tomorrow night. Over.
Yeah, well, here, I'm just going back and forth on you. I'm just going back and forth. I'm clear down at 350, 339. I'm at 339. I'm still hearing you the same as I did at 360. Over. Dit. Roger. Dit. 7-3. Okay. Richard. They have more noise than we have, obviously. We heard everything that he had to say, I think. Anyway, that's a shame. But you can see, you could hear my moving the antenna back and forth. I was going from 339 to 360 plus another 10 degrees, and it didn't make any difference at all. He was just weak.
Yeah, you're back up again now, Mike.
Yep, and there you are. See, I haven't moved the antenna. I'm still at, I went back to 350. What is it right here? 355, I guess. Anyway.
It's like it's just a path, but because you're doing great right now.
It's just up and down, and I was telling the guys, if you hear click in the live streaming, that's me moving the antenna back and forth. Now listen, I'll do it now, and you'll hear it. You'll hear it. Now listen, just listen in 6 seconds. Here we go. I'm going to move the antenna. It's up at 14 degrees. I'm going to coming back to where I was. Right about there. You hear that clicking? Did you hear it clicking?
Yeah, roger that. I can hear it making noise while you're rotating it over.
Yeah, but if I talk, of course, you can't hear it because I cover it. But I forgot I can't talk when I'm moving it. Otherwise, you won't hear the clicking. Anyway, 7-3, Richard, 7-3. We'll see you tomorrow night. KD6BQ, K6MYC, going to Porterville, Rob.
Sorry, Mike. I was listening to the stream and listening to your clicking, over.
Oh, on my clicking. Okay, yeah. I'm going to go to Porterville.
Roger, I'm there right now. KE6BQ, Eddie, are you in tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net? KE6BQ, KM6SR with K6MYC, standing by. KE6BQ. I guess he's not there tonight, Mike.
All righty. I'm going to call it for tonight. Good night, all. Aaron, are you still there?
Yeah, if you got a minute, I wanted to play with your compressor. It looks like it's higher than it was set to before, and I wonder if that's what's causing it to pump it too much. I was going to turn your compressor down, but I wanted to wait until we had a chance to mess with it.
I'll turn it down here. That's where I had it before, right there, over.
Okay, I just turned your compressor down. It was up at now it's off. But the compressor was all the way up at 5.
No, it might have been close to that. I did bump it up 3 notches.
Oh, okay. Well, that would explain what I was seeing. Okay. Yeah. So right now the compressor is off. Is that making a difference?
Well, it's. How do you know it's off?
Because I can see it on the screen.
Oh, I don't see what goes off on my screen.
It unhighlights itself. So when you go into that menu to bring up the setting for the compressor, it's on when it's highlighted, and then it's off when it's gray.
Well, it's highlighted right now, and it's on about 25 or 30%.
Yep. It just kicked back on when you tapped on it.
I'm not seeing the color change.
It's pretty subtle.
It's one tap.
Yep, and now it's off, and then back on.
Oh, geez, I would never know if I'm on or off then, would I?
Yeah, as I say, it's pretty subtle. But yeah, I was just wondering if that affects the monitor feed into your ears or not. I'm not quite sure if the compressor is post or pre-monitor. That's a very technical audio routing question for ICOM.
I just turned it on and off. Doesn't make any difference to the background noise or my monitor noise. Monitor seems to be back under control again. You must have tried turning it down again.
Yeah, I ended up turning your mic gain down, and so I think that helped.
Oh, you're almost off.
Yeah, the mic gain's probably at 20-25%, but then with the compressor running, you're still getting your power output.
Well, not according to the meter. I'm only getting about 90 watts out right now.
Well, the rig's at 50%.
What's at 50%?
Well, the rig's power output is at 50%, so you're only going to get 50 watts out of the rig into your amplifier.
Well, that's more drive than it needs. It only needs 35 watts to get 1200 out.
Okay, yeah, I was just letting you know what it's set to right now. You're running 50 watts out of the rig.
Yeah, but with the mic gain down, I don't have any output. I'm telling you, I'm watching the watt meter, and there's almost no movement. Over.
Okay, yeah. Well, we can bring the bring the mic gain up here a little bit. Let's give that a try.
Okay, so what do you, yeah, there you go. Now I'm getting, 100, 150 watts peak output. And, again, this is a kilowatt full scale. No, 2,500 watt full scale. But 1,000 watts is straight up. So I'm about third of the way up now, and that's about where it normally runs over.
Okay, yeah, well, we'll play that. I was just trying to make sure that your ears weren't getting, we don't want to make you more deaf.
Oh, it's not doing anything to my ears. Nothing you've done here is doing anything to the monitor.
Okay, so that must be separate. So let's bring. I'm going to put the monitor to only like one tick up. Okay, so because if it's all the way down, then that's gonna, let's see here. I'll bring it up one tick. Okay, there we go.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can still hear it, but it's way down. It's pleasant. You could bring it up one tick. Give me 2 ticks.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I can just tell it's starting to come in now. Almost, between 1 and 2 ticks. It gets at 2 ticks, it starts to get annoying.
Okay, yeah, and yeah, we just got to find a spot where it's comfortable, and we're still getting enough audio on enough of your audio on the stream, so running it down that low is going to be fine.
Okay, that's fine. All righty, anything else?
No, I think that's it. Go eat your dinner.
Okay, I will do that. I've got to water the grass also, even though it's drizzling out there. If you want to hang on a second, I'll go see how much rain I got today. Hoopy.
Rain report.
For a minute.
Go ahead.
YD06.
Okay, Frank's got a rain report. Give me your rain report while I'm walking outside, Frank.
Yeah, okay, very good. Well, it actually, the last half hour, a good solid steady drizzle for about the last half hour. Not a lot, but, getting things wet. And I just went a few minutes ago and looked at the rain gauge, and this brings my total up for this storm now to right at 7/8 of an inch. So I'm sitting right on 7/8 in coarse cold, over, and I know you won't be back for a while. In fact, I'm just going to check out now and head in and go drink something hot and cuddle up with the wife. K6MYC in the group, W6BBS, over.
Good night, Frank, K6USY.
Oh, yeah. I knew White Mike's walking away, and I'm just tired. I'm really tired. I just responded to your email, and I'll just tell you what I said here real quick. We were, TeamViewer and everything's already set up on Mike's computer, and I said, well, listen, I'll just get the password and I'll just log in when you need me to, blah blah blah, because I'm very experienced with TeamViewer. So come to find out, it was actually put on there by the security company that's doing the entire M-Squared network and all that, and only they have access to the passwords and giving them out and blah 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 blah. And so at that point, I know there's other ways I can get around it, but we knew the new computer was coming in, so I just told Mike, hey, that computer will be sitting here just doing nothing most of the time. We'll just leave it on. I'll put a monitor on it, and we'll put your battery thing on that so you don't disturb it when you're playing with your email or your radio or anything else. And then it can be switched back and forth. And so that's where we came up with the idea and the reason we're not doing it on Mike's computer, over.
I got an idea.
Yeah, and that's fine because it's basically just a page he needs to view, and when I'm streaming, I can minimize it, and then afterwards I'll just bring it up. So yeah, we just need to get a monitor on that computer.
Well,
you and I have monitors, and so does Mike. Go ahead, Mike. You had a comment.
Well, why don't we use the monitor that's sitting here? It's going to the little computer now. And it could do the same thing when it goes to the new computer. It gets internet and all other stuff. And instead of using the little computer, we just take the cable that goes to the little computer and plug it in the big new one. Remember, I have multiple inputs on the monitor.
Oh, yeah, that could work.
Yeah, we'll just leave the monitor like it is. So the same monitor that you set up and I'm looking at right now Aaron, we'll just unplug it from the little baby computer and plug it over in on the big one.
Okay, the computer, or the monitor has two HDMI inputs, and those are both in use, one by the current computer and one by the radio. I don't know, I know those two. I don't know if there are other HDMI ports available, over.
Doesn't matter. That's not, you're not listening. Take the little computer HDMI output and put it into the new computer, and the monitor doesn't know where it's getting its signal.
Right, but now when you go to use your email and your YouTube when you're watching your videos, all that stuff's on your little computer, and you'll have to plug it back in to use that.
Oh, yes, but we could put that over there. I don't have much I can see anyway, Frank. The only thing that would be handy to have over there on the screen, and we can put it into this new computer, would be my internet. Internet and the other and the solar stuff, and that's it. Over.
Yeah, okay, very good. Well, I'm coming down in the morning. I'm assuming you're going to be there, and we can go over it and figure out exactly which direction you want to take that corner, and with monitors and everything else, we can discuss all the options. That's and you're right. There's a lot of ways we can do it, so we'll just figure it out. Over.
Well, we don't need it. We don't need the little computer. Well, I guess we would if we were going to do moon bounce and stuff like that. We'll have to talk about that. I don't know what's behind there. I haven't been involved in what's hooked up and what's going to what computer and where it is and all the rest of that. So we'll talk about it in the morning. Let's let it go for now. But I think we could just use this monitor. And if nothing else, there maybe even a switch. We could put a switch in the line for HDMI going to the big computer or the little one. Over.
Yeah, Roger, and there may be, that monitor maybe even have another, like a VGA port or something we can mess with. You just never know. We'll take a look at it.
Yeah, it's got a lot of inputs that I'm not using. All right, Aaron, 73, good evening. Thanks for all the help yesterday and today, and boy, it's been a long day. Seems like 4 days ago when you were here, and it was just a few hours ago. I went out and worked on the hillside and pulled some more weeds, and got some more oak trees cleaned up. Got my new toy, and I was out there chopping little limbs off and stuff. I've got a new chainsaw. It's like a pistol. Over. Frank, that's for you. It's a pistol chainsaw.
You know, that is so funny, because Jennifer has been trying to talk me into letting her buy me one of those $300 jobbers, one of those. It's a little handheld battery operated chainsaw. It's got like a 6 or 7 inch blade on it. Over.
Yeah, well, this one's a little shorter. This is a Stihl, and I got them on sale at $149. You can take a look at it tomorrow. It's a dandy.
All right, very good. We'll take a look at it tomorrow. Oh, by the way, tomorrow is a burn day, and so I'm thinking bring the tracker down and get some stuff burnt, if nothing else.
Yeah, I got more piles on the hillside than you'll want to think about.
Very good. Sounds like we got a plan then.
Yep.
All right, don't look for me on HF in the morning. I will be spending that time just getting the trailer loaded up and getting down to your place.
Roger.
Good night, Mike, and good night, Aaron, and anybody else. W6BBS shutting her down.
Good night, Frank. W6BDS, KM6SR, 73.
Forgot about Rob. He's too quiet sometimes. Sits over in that corner, makes me nervous. Good night, Rob.
Yeah, he's not boisterous, is he? Good evening, Rob. Thank you for the help.
Okay, there really isn't much time to get in there without stepping on somebody, so I just do what I can. Over.
You're doing good. I talked to Aaron about trying to come up with some way to log what we're doing here, because my logging days are coming few and far between here, because my eyesight is so bad I can't get the stuff on the right lines. So if you're there most of the time, we could have 2 or 3 people doing the logging, backing me up here. Over.
Roger. I just dropped the mic. Yeah, I've been always logging too, but I don't hear everybody that you do sometimes, over.
Well, you will now.
Yeah, the streaming gets me all screwed up going between live and the streaming. Like when you talked to me earlier there, I listened to streaming and I thought I heard something in the background on the radio. So, and when I transmit on the radio, I got to turn the streaming off because I get a feedback, over.
Yeah, well, there's two options, maybe more than two, but one of them would be you do the logging after the net because you can go back and go through it. But you'd have to go, I don't know how fast that could be sped up or not. Aaron may still be there. Would there be a way to speed up going through and just getting the logins over, Aaron?
Yeah, in the playback, you can set YouTube to play it back at 1.5 or 2 times.
Well, that might be one way to try it.
Yeah, then I'd be sitting through the whole net and then half the net again. I don't have time to do that, over.
Yeah, I know. Well, let's play by ear and see what else we can do with that. Most of them you can get direct because you're hearing most of it and you know the calls that I'm calling. Even if you don't hear them, you can log them in.
Roger. Sometimes you don't always repeat the call, but when I hear the name, then I can usually know the name of the guy that's in that area, so I can come up with it.
It's very seldom I don't give the call at least once. I'm pretty careful about that, but I'll make sure I do it.
We just need to get somebody that's completely outside of the area to watch the stream and just do the log.
And then they can't get confused. Confused.
Yeah, exactly.
We get one of the LA guys to do it.
They're having trouble with net controls down there. Oh, also, I meant to tell you, Mike, I got an email from the LA guys that said 73s are not going to do any more nets till after the first of the year. So they're going to be dark over the holidays, over.
Yeah, I heard that. Pat, I heard Pat say that tonight. No Christmas cheer for them guys.
Yeah, Roger.
Well, they all got stuff to do. They're not like me. I'm just sitting here doing nothing. Sort of.
Sort of with your chainsaw.
Well, I'm doing things, but I mean, not at this time of the night. I mean, I might be over on 40 meters if I wasn't here, but, you know, basically I'm not doing anything that's too crucial. All right. Good night, all, again for the third time, and we'll see you tomorrow on 432. KM6SRR, W6BBS signed, K6USY. Anybody else? K6MYC, Bozo 47 in Delta Mike 07 will be clear.
All right, good night, Mike. K6USY, Delta Mike 06.
Thanks again, Aaron.
Good night, Mike, K6MYC, KM6SR. And good night, Aaron, K6USY, KM6SR. 73, everyone.
Good night, Mike. K6BBG, good night, Bob. Good night, Aaron.
God, you managed to stay out there for the whole thing, huh? Good night, Dave.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid the puppy right now.
Yeah, good night all, and good night to the 10 people that are still listening on YouTube. I'm going to kill the stream here in a couple minutes. K6USY.
Okay, now I'm somehow I must have moved the mouse here. I'm scrolling up and down to try and find that battery thing on that page. I'm at the top. It wasn't there. What's this? This isn't it. Down a ways I see a derrick. Now I've gone all the way to the bottom and I don't see it. Maybe it's off to the side somewhere.
Are you trying to look at your solar stuff right now?
Yeah, but it's gone to some other, somewhere on the different scroll part. I must have bumped the mouse here.
Yeah, and I wonder if that website logs you out after a while and then you're not going to be able to have your stuff up.
Well, some of the stuff's up here. That's the point. It says there's some numbers, but I can't get that one that has the battery stuff like we were looking at.
Yeah, you'll have to scroll back and forth and find the right part of the page that you need.
I can't seem to scroll sideways. How do you do that? Probably can't do it with the mouse. You'd have to find the scroll wheel, the scroll bar on the bottom of the screen. There's nothing on the bottom of the screen that I can see.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think it's a thin gray bar that you would have to grab.
Well, was it on the right or left?
Well, it'd be at the bottom of the screen.
Well, there's one black bar with a whole bunch of things in it, and then there's nothing else.
Yeah, it'd be right above that, because at the very bottom of the screen, of course, is going to be your start menu and your taskbar. You'd want there should be a horizontal line right above that you would have to grab and move back and forth.
I found it. It's way off to the right, and I've got the thing on the screen now that I need. Thank you. I'm down to 47%, so I guess I better go out and turn the PG&E on so we get power before when I wake up in the morning. Okay, thanks, Aaron. Good night, all. K6MYC going that way.
All righty, good night, Mike. K6MYC, K6USY, 73.
I got to make sure I don't move the mouse when I've got this on the screen. Because the mouse gets moved just because it's in the way. It's sitting on top of the radio, and I move it back and forth, and of course that moved things. I can see that little arrow moving around in there, so I got to be very careful with that mouse now. All right, thanks, guys. Good night.